阿弥陀佛，
Amitabha,
阿弥陀佛，世界各地的
Amitabha,
童子们，
Karma Kumaras from all around the world. Good morning, good afternoon,
吉祥。
good
我是今天
evening.
的主持人美娥助教，
We, ha- we have
我来自
today's
台北
MC,
沙坝
uh,
觉雷藏寺。
DA May
今天是2023年
and
4月
today is
13日
year
星期五。
2023,
我们这4
the
小
November
时
the
门课
3rd.
都是三语直播，大家可以在 Zoom 这里
And
选
similar
择
to previous
华语频道
lessons, we have 3
西语
different
频道
languages for
以
the
及闽
lesson.
南频道。
We have the
课程
main
结束后，
main
我
language
们
in
都会把
Mandarin,
这三
and
语
we
视
have
频发在
the
我
other
们
2
后续的
alternative
粉丝团
languages, which
邀
is
请
English and also
以及
Indonesian.
YouTube 频道。
And
我们
recordings will
同
also
时
be
在这
uploaded.
里
If you
收
need
看
a
复
recap,
播。
you can feel free
这
to
是
find the
我们
recordings
的
online.
第5章。
And
中国
today
法
we are looking at True
高
Buddha
手
Tantric
第
Dharma,
第7节。
Chapter 5,
这
Practice and
7
Application
章
of True
是
Buddha
修
Tantric Dharma,
我
Lesson
们
7,
在
Honor the
压
Guru,
力
Treasure the
方
Dharma,
面
Practice
正式
diligently.
进入课
And
程。
we will start the
在
lesson
这里欢迎
sharply
所
at
有的上
8
师、
p.m.
教授师、
And
法
here
师、
we would like to
讲师、
welcome
助
all
教、
Master
以
Senior
及
Reverends, Reverends,
莲花
Dharma
童子们。
Instructors and Assistants,
欢迎大
and
家
fellow
参加
Padma
今天
Kumaras
的
from
课
all
程。
around the world. We
如
welcome
果你
everyone
方
to
便的
attend
话，
today's
希
lesson.
望你能把时
If
间
it's convenient for you,
并写上你
we
的
would like
法
to ask for everyone to
方
turn
便
on your
彼此认
cameras
识。
and
欢
also
迎
change
润安
your Zoom name to your
我
Dharma name
们的
so
上
that we
师
can
因上师
um,
认识您，
know you and
即将
also
开始
recognize you
大
and
家
better
认识
interact with
师
you.
尊的经济。师尊于1999年6月22日的开示，来自
Okay,
莲
so
法
back
王
in 1996, Grandmaster had actually shared
结如
this
人心
particular
声，尽是
paragraph with
正
us
法实修。
on
尽
how
是
we
正
look
法
at
实
honoring the
修。
Guru,
所
treasure
以
the
我
Dharma, and
们
practice
密教的祖
diligently.
师莲花生大士，他在离开娑婆世界的时候，他留下来的6个字，就是给密教的弟子做一个警惕，也是一个格言，也就是讲密教的弟子，你一定要敬师重法实
So
修。
back then, when Guru
这
Padmasambhava
个
left the Sadha world, he actually left these 6 words
是
behind.
一件事，因为没有密教
So
的
while
大
it
师
may
把
seem
它
like
给
these are
也
actually
就
3 different
每一
methods,
次
but in actual fact,
密教
they're all related and is all one method altogether.
也就没有实修。这个是
So
传递
without
给
the
来的，
Guru
就是莲
passing
花生
on the
来的。
Dharma you will not be able to have the Dharma, and you will not be able to practice diligently. And with no Dharma, so with no Guru and no Dharma, you will not be able to cultivate and practice diligently. So they are all interrelated.
去尊敬自己的师父也是很重要的。你要重
So when we would like to request for a Dharma and you like to go for it, respecting and honoring the Guru is important.
不会求这个法了，所以你重视这个法，你才会去实修。这串联起来，静思重法。
So a practitioner should also treasure the Dharma and have the spirit of seeking it. If they don't treasure it, they will not seek it. So only if they treasure it, they will actually practice it diligently. So in the process of practicing diligently as part of the cultivation, there are many skills to it. So for skills that were being experienced by one's guru, he can then relay them to his disciples so that they can quickly absorb. And the key to achieving spiritual accomplishment rapidly in one's cultivation practice are the peace of the root guru. So in every Dharma practice, there are important essences and peace which must be transmitted by one's root guru personally. And here is um, one of the dharmas that are being expounded by Grandmaster. And now here's a publicity for an upcoming lesson that you might be keen on. This is on the ability to enhance one's happiness. So you can look at the different lessons under this course. The first one is on parents and their children, how to become your children's light. The next one is on interpersonal relationships, important and key elements to communication. The third one is on the harmony between a married couple. How do you actually create a harmonious relationship after marriage? Then the fourth one looks at public communication. How do you express certain points and views? Then the next one looks at time management. How do you make use of your time? And the last one actually looks at leadership. And we have the lecturer for this course. It is teacher Fang Xingzhi. And the venue is actually at Taipei Zhongguan Tang. And they are actually going to live stream on Zoom and YouTube as well. Timing for the course would be it'll be on Saturdays, Taiwan time, 8 p.m. And it will start from the 18th of November all the way to 23rd of December. So we would like to get everyone to note down the dates. And we'll see everyone there. 在今天这一节中，佛学造之深厚的授课导师莲益上师。And today we have our very knowledgeable lecturer, Master Lian Yi. We look at how Tantric practitioners, you look at honoring the Guru, treasuring the Dharma, and practicing diligently. And the lecturer will likewise be Master Lian Yi again. We thank him for his time. At the end of the lesson, we would continue to have a Q&A session. If you have any queries or you need to clarify on any point, you can note them down. And you can reserve them for the Q&A session at the end, where we'll have time to address them. There's still some time. Let's say hello to everyone. So we have different Dharma assistants, including our interpreters. We have DA Yi Xiao, we have DA Qiu Yun, we have our Senior Reverend Lian Zui, Dharma Brother Lao Zong, we have a Counselor DI Yifei, and yes, our lecturer Master Lian Yi has come online. We have another counselor, DA Long Ying. All right, it's 8 p.m. sharp. And we will proceed to start today's lesson. Firstly, let's put our palms together. And we pay homage to our root lineage guru, Living Buddha Lian Sheng, and lineage gurus of True Buddha School, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors of the shrine, and we pray for GM to bless today's lesson to go smoothly. Now let's form the Padma Kumara Mudra and recite the Padma Kumara Heart Mantra 7 times. Om Guru Lian Sheng Siddhi Hom. 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 Amitabha. Welcome, Honorable Chairman Master Chen Zhu, Honorable our lecturer Master Lian Yi. We have our Education Director Master Lian He, PR Director Master Lian Jia, Honorable Master Lian Fei. Welcome all Masters, Senior Reverends, Dharma Instructors and Dharma Assistants, fellow Padma Kumaras from all around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome everyone to today's class. So last week, Master Lian Yi actually looked at scheduling work and cultivation practice. We look at how to allocate cultivation practice. So every practitioner can actually select when to have their daily cultivation practice. And if it's very challenging to cultivate on that particular day or at that particular place, you can actually look at, so in such exceptional situations, it can be done in accordance with one's convenience. You can recite the High King Sutra or chant the mantra silently. And it's also important to focus on small things. Only then you'll be able to achieve big things. So it's important to do every small thing properly. And today's lesson is lesson 7. We look at honoring the Guru, treasuring the Dharma, and practicing diligently. And now let's put our hands together to welcome our lecturer, Master Lian Yi. And we welcome him to share more insights and provide more details on today's lesson. Amitabha. And firstly, let's pay homage to our root lineage guru, Living Buddha Lian Sheng, our lineage gurus of True Buddha School, and all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, and Dharma protectors of the shrine. Honorable Chairman Master Cheng Du, Education Director Master Lin Ha, PR Director Master Lin Jiang, Master Lin Fei, all Masters, Senior Reverends, Reverends, Dharma Instructors, Dharma Assistants. We have our MCs, our interpreters, counselors, all fellow disciples. Good day to all. And today we continue to talk about True Buddha Tantric Dharma, the practice and application of True Buddha Tantric Dharma. And before going into today's lesson, let's have a recap on last week's lesson. Question 1, Living Buddha Lian expounded, when we are sleeping, we are also cultivating. What is this Dharma practice known as? So you can key your answer in the chat box. Everyone has answered correctly, which is sleeping in radiance practice. Question 2. Living Buddha Lian expounded, when we are taking a shower, we are repenting and eradicating our karma. So what's the color of the pure light that enters the body before our unwholesome black karma leaves our body? So the answer is white light, and then the black karma leaves the body. So question 3, what power can the Dharma generate such that practitioners' lives will be harmonious? Everyone has answered correctly. So it's one word, which is the mind. So it all lies on the power of the mind. Let's move on to the preface. So Guru Padmasambhava, the founding master of Tantrayana, left behind 6 words when he left the Saha world, which actually serve as words of vigilance to disciples of Tantrayana and as a motto. That is, disciples of Tantrayana must honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently. So this is really important to people who practice the Tantrayana Buddhism. So we know that Venerable Atisha, so he has been serving Master Jingzhou for 12 years. And after that, Master Jingzhou has actually transmitted all precious Dharma to Venerable Atisha. And one of the important teachings is the Bodhisattva cultivation practice. So after completing his learning, Venerable Atisha is full of immeasurable gratitude and respect towards Master Jingzhou. So no matter where, as long as he hears someone who mention Master Jingzhou, he will put his palms, he will actually put his palms at the top of his head. He will praise, his teacher, then call out the name of Master Jingzhou. So this is actually the immeasurable respect and honor that he has for his own master. And he will also do a monthly commemoration of his master. So he will so Venerable Atisha will always have the relics of Master Jingzhou wherever he goes. So this is really the level of gratitude that he has for Master Jingzhou. So while this can be divided into three matters, this is actually one matter altogether. Is honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently. So with no Tantric Guru imparting Dharma to practitioners, there's no Dharma that can be practiced. So everything we will actually look to the root Guru. So we always use a tree as an example. The root Guru is akin to the roots, and we are the branches and the leaves of the tree. And we actually need to absorb the nutrients and goodness from our good root guru. Only then we will be able to grow, develop, and bloom and gain wisdom. So our root guru is really the most important. Without guru, there is no dharma. Without dharma, there is no diligent practice, no cultivation. So all these are actually connected. So first and foremost, honor the guru. Honor the guru, treasure the dharma, and practice diligently. These three aspects are the true essence of being a true disciple, true Buddha disciple. And on the essence of being a true Buddha disciple, the priority of honoring the guru is to recognize the root guru. So we have Qing dynasty. We have the advisor of Emperor Qianlong, which is the third Changya Rope Dorje. He was the principal Tibetan Buddhist teacher of Emperor Qianlong. So once during a Dharma ceremony was held at the palace, and the Dorje actually gave the Chakra Samvara Haruka empowerment to Emperor Qianlong and his concubines and the princes, and also transmitted the practice. So actually, according to the custom, the emperor can sit on his throne to listen, but when the teachings actually were conducted, Emperor Qianlong didn't sit at his throne. He actually knelt on the ground to listen to the teachings as a show of respect and show of respect to his guru. So since then, the relationship between the Dorje and Emperor Qianlong became closer. So they are master and disciple, but they are also close friends at the same time. And Emperor Qianlong also made an exception and bestowed a yellow sedan chair, dragon robe, and yellow dragon umbrella to the Chang'an Ropi Dorje. So the Dorje was also exempted from kneeling and bowing when in court. And he was also allowed to reach until the second step of the Taihe Palace when usually is not so far. So this also lead us to understand that there's a difference between a worldly king and a Dharma king. The Dharma king is really much more honorable than a worldly king. So when Padmasambhava met King Trisongtatsen, so everyone was actually wondering who should we pay homage first. So at first it was a Guru Padmasambhava who actually put his palms together first. But after that, the king actually burned a hole in his own rope, dragon rope, to actually show that they are actually of equal status. But actually, a Dharma king would usually be of a higher status. The root guru is the incarnation of Tathagata Buddha. In the root, guru has received honorable lineage transmission and has indeed transitioned from cultivating one's mind and character to seeing Buddha's nature. So we know that Grandmaster also starts from the foundational level and slowly progress upwards. So level by level, one would cultivate and progress. So the root guru's cultivation of the mind phenomena and sadhana are the foremost accomplishments in Dharma. So we know that a Grandmaster once wrote a verse, cultivation requires one to know lineage and precepts. The sadhana should be comprehensive and complete, and the cultivation of the mind must be remembered or memorized. So cultivation requires one to know lineage and precepts. So this is actually an important point, to have the blessing from the lineage. And we also have the 5 major precepts. And we also have the other precepts like the 50 stanzas to Guru devotion, and we also have the 14 root Tantric vows. And the sadhana should be complete, should be comprehensive. All the piece of cultivation practices must be remembered. The most precious in Tantrayana. So the Tantric root guru is the most esteemed practitioner of Tantrayana who honors his root guru without any negligence. Because Tantrayana is about practitioners receiving the lineage transmissions from their gurus. So if one does not honor the root guru and defame the root guru, all blessings will be lost and all dharma that one has studied will become completely useless. So there's the Sutra of the Empowerment of the Vajrapani Bodhisattva. It said that all Vajrayana disciples should treat their root guru as a Buddha. So why is that so? So Vajrapani Bodhisattva actually replied that to regard the teacher as a Buddha, think about the virtue of the teacher with the blessings of the 3 jewels, one will become a Buddha rapidly.
成就。所以你事事如佛呢，就会经常想到根本上师的功德。
And if you regard your guru as being ordinary, you will look for faults in your root guru because of contempt self obstacles are created.
加持成就。那如果事事如法呢，就是当做一个普通的，我们就会经常都用自己的心去衡量根本上师都会有不正确的一种观念，而且呢，还会时时看到自己的师傅的一些过失，这样呢就会自己障碍自己了
Yeah, so if you actually look at faults in your root guru, because of this contention, you actually have all sorts of self obstacles being created. So in Tantrana, there's emphasis on precepts. So for a disciple to defame one's root guru is a very serious matter. This is akin to defaming all Tathagata Buddhas, and one will encounter adversities, a lot of afflictions and retribution in their present lives. So in the 14 root tantric vows, the first one actually looks at to be disrespectful towards the body, mind, and speech of the root guru. So there was an Akaya in India who had delivered many sentient beings. So there was this one time when he was actually teaching the Dharma, his root guru actually appeared, and his root guru was actually dressed in tatters like a beggar, and also walks like one. So when he was actually preaching and he saw his root guru, he felt that if he actually pay homage to his guru now, it will be a bit too humiliating in front of the public. So he pretended not to see him. So it was only after the ceremony had ended, then he went to pay homage to his root guru. So when he reached his root guru, the guru actually asked him why didn't he pay homage to him just now. And Akaya actually said that he didn't see him at that time. And as long as he finished that sentence, he actually became blind. So he then realized that he made a mistake, which is not respecting his root guru. And then after that, he repented for his mistakes. And then he told the truth, which is that he actually saw him, but he saw that his guru was dressed like a beggar. And he didn't, the feeling of honoring his root guru didn't come up. So you might feel that this is nothing much, but actually in Tantrana Buddhism, it's very, very important to honor the guru, to respect the body, mind, and speech of the root guru. And no matter when or where, one must never cause their root guru to feel discomfort. If one deliberately causes their root guru to feel uncomfortable, so this transgression cannot be eliminated even if one strives for repentance. So anything that we do is important for us to allow root guru to feel happy and to feel very glad and very proud to have us as disciples. And those who cause mental and physical discomfort to their root guru may suffer severe hardships and even end up in Vajra hell after death. And this is something that has also happened in True Buddha School. So this disciple was critically ill, and Grandmaster actually gave him great blessings for him to recover and feel better. And disciples all around the world was also doing a lot of prayers and dedicating the merits to him so that he could recover. And he was actually, so for this disciple, he was at a thank you dinner. He gave a testimonial, he thanked Grandmaster for his blessings and even vowed to protect and support the root guru and contribute to the school, contribute to True Buddha School. So that actually received a big round of applause by everyone. After some time, because of his own so he was actually blinded by some of his views, and there was also some karmic hindrances, and then he left the True Buddha School, and he even defamed his own root guru online. And not long after, his illness had a relapse, and he actually passed away. So Venerable Atisa also once said that for Tantric practitioners, we must learn to be grateful and must learn how to repay kindness. So this lifetime that we are experiencing, everything comes from our Grandmaster, our root guru. So for this, we need to be grateful and we need to repay, which is to be grateful and treasure the Buddha Dharma and to cultivate in order to eradicate our karmic hindrances. So this is actually being grateful and repaying the kindness that we have received. So those who defame their root guru will not be safe even in their dreams. So those who actually defame their root guru, they will get all sorts of illnesses, and they will actually go down to the Vajra hell. So those who do that will also not be safe even in their dreams. Those who defame their root guru have their minds controlled by maras, and the wise should leave these people who release their anger on their root guru. And once you get controlled, there would be you might actually commit certain mistakes that you're not supposed to do. So when you face such a situation, you should quickly pray to Grandmaster to ask for blessing. So should one defame their root guru, they will they will receive neither food nor sleep during the 1,000 kalpas. So even if one goes without food or sleep during the 1,000 kalpas and diligently study the Dharma and recite mantras, one will not attain spiritual accomplishment. And on the contrary, the more one learns, the closer they are to Vaja hell. And this is not about seeking spiritual accomplishment, but seeking hell. So towards our root guru, do not defame. We should pay attention to our own behavior at all times, as any defamation will actually turn all spiritual accomplishment into nothing. So to achieve spiritual accomplishment, disciples must uphold the 50 stanzas to Guru devotion, and the 14 root Tantric vow, and also do their utmost to honor their root guru. So in a month, at least on the 15th, we should actually recite the 14 root Tantric vows and also the 50 stanzas to the Guru devotion. So why should we actually recite these stanzas and also vows? Because it's to remind ourselves to actually follow and uphold. And we have reached the quiz segment. And we would like to invite DA Lian. Is everyone ready? And similar to previous lessons, we have 2 segments to the quiz. So based on your preferred language, based on the language that you're familiar with, you can enter the respective channels. So for the Mandarin or the Chinese language, you can look at the code 88909024. For the English language, you can enter the code 12154658. For the Indonesian language, you can enter 49122787. Or you can actually enter directly using the links provided in the chat box. Want everyone to participate in the quiz. We'll give everyone some time to enter the menti.com and also to key in your display name for the quiz segment. And we think that the content for the quiz should be something that everyone is rather familiar with, because it's something that we should have been doing all along. And it relates to honoring the Guru, treasuring the Dharma, and practicing diligently. And now we've seen that we have quite a number who have joined the Chinese language and also the Indonesian language. No one has joined the English language one so far. So if you face any difficulties, you can just click on the link provided in the chat box. And we have around 5 more seconds. See if Master Lian is ready. Question 1. When Guru Padmasambhava actually left the Saha world, he left behind 6 words, please select the wrong motto. A, to uphold precepts. B, to practice diligently. C, to treasure the Dharma. D is to honor the Guru. So which one is incorrect? And the incorrect answer, the incorrect one is actually A. Question 2, who can transmit the peace in Tantrana teachings? A is the Idam, which is a personal deity. B is root guru. C is Dharma protector. And everyone has answered correctly for today, for this particular question. The correct answer is B, root guru. Thank you everyone for your participation. We will thank Master Lian Yi, and let's look at the ranking board. So over at the Chinese language, we have Lianhua Guanting, Lotus Guanting. And over at the Indonesian language, let's see who we have. And we have Lotus Chunyin. And English channel, we don't have any participants for today, but it's alright, we'll just continue with today's lesson. Honor the Guru to treasure the Dharma. So if a practitioner does not honor their Guru, then practicing the Guru's teachings is a contradiction. So Milarepa, he is in Tibetan Buddhism, he is really the best representation of honoring the Guru, treasuring the Dharma, and practicing diligently, and he's also the ancestral Guru of Tantrayana. So he actually put his when he actually put his hand beside his ear, what does this actually represent? So does anyone know? So some people actually say to listen, only listen, transmitting via. So what? So the answer is actually to listen to the root guru. Whatever that the root guru has said, we should listen to. So Milarepa actually when he was learning the Dharma, it was not an easy process. So his root guru Marapa, Master Marapa actually made him go through a lot of challenges to actually train him. So everything that he puts him through is to train him. And Milarepa actually he is very respectful of his root guru. Whatever his root guru says, he will follow. So whatever that is very, very difficult to do, he will do. Anything that is difficult to endure, he will actually continue to endure.
但是传了法之后呢，你知道弥勒的巴都是在山洞里继续的
So Milarepa,
苦修啊，不是苦行，
even after receiving the
因为他吃都
Dharma practices from his root guru, he continued to cultivate in the cave.
但是呢，他还是坚持着这种修行，所以最后他才能够得到。
And then eventually he's able to gain spiritual accomplishment.
能够代表这个经师宗法实修。
So Milarepa, he is really the best representation on this motto of honoring the guru, treasuring the Dharma, and practicing diligently. And later on, we'll look at practicing diligently. So back then, Emperor Qianlong, he actually asked Zhang Jiahuo.
要看哪一部经典？那么张家国师就说，要看这个菩提道次第广论。如果你要修密教的，你就要看这个密勒勒巴传。
So if you actually want to cultivate the Tantrana Buddhism, you can actually look at this series of Milarepa, how he actually cultivate along the way. So if a practitioner does not honor their guru, they will not treasure and they will not cultivate the Dharma. So without honoring the guru, one will not treasure the Dharma. Since one does not treasure the Dharma, one will not practice diligently.
我们每一个人开始的时候呢，都会想到修密教要经师、要宗法、要实修，这个是道理，大家都会懂。
So this logic of honoring the guru, treasuring the Dharma, and practicing diligently is something that we have known for quite some time and all along.
用种种的方法，或者给你一些考验的时候呢，
but whenever
过关呢，其实当时才是
the crux lies in when you are faced with all kinds of challenges and adversities, would you be able to actually overcome them?
其实他就是受到他的根本上是给予他的一种考验的。当时是怎么呢？因为当时拉玛尊者呢，他去求法，他去向他的根本上是。
So Venerable Lama, when he was actually seeking Dharma in India, so for them the highest level of homage.
很尊敬自己的根本上师，所以当时呢，这个拉玛尊者去到他的根本上师的。
So when he actually reached his root guru and he was seeking for the Dharma, he used a most sincere heart and also brought along all kinds of offerings and actually paid homage with the highest level of respect. And at that split second, and his root guru actually used his leg, he actually kicked the Venerable Lama. So if you were in his place, what kind of thoughts would you actually have? So for this Venerable Lama, he had the slightest thought of complaint, and his root guru actually could detect that, and he couldn't seek the Dharma that he was seeking for. And at the end, he needed to repent. And so repentance is a very important aspect in our cultivation practice. For any wrongdoings, we should always repent. And after repenting, Venerable Lama eventually did receive the Dharma that he was seeking for. So this faith and respect that we have for our root guru, it should really be 100%. So when we seek the Dharma, it's important to honor one's root guru. A practitioner should treasure this Dharma and have the spirit of seeking it. If they do not treasure the Dharma, they will not seek it. Hence, if they treasure the Dharma, they will practice it diligently. So this is really talking about the motto. So this is a combination. So the spirit of Tantrana is essentially the combination of honoring the Guru, treasuring the Dharma, and practicing diligently. Sutrayana. So in Sutrayana, when a Guru teaches Dharma principles and his disciples query on the essence, the Guru will say, reading the scriptures will do. You read the scriptures, recite the Buddha's name, realize and understand. So it all lies in one self going ahead to realize and comprehend and understand. But in Tantrana, it's different. In the process of practicing diligently, there are many skills. And for the skills that were being experienced by one's guru, he can relay them to his disciples so that they can quickly absorb these skills. And the key to achieving spiritual accomplishment rapidly in one's cultivation practice are the peace of the root guru. So we know that there are exterior and interior methods of cultivation, and there are many peace to every practice that we have. So we will need the root guru to actually relay and pass down all these peace. If not, you won't be able to work them out. So if you recall, there was the story on television. So there was a housewife. Her television actually spoiled, and she got someone to repair it. And the technician come and take a look at the television. So the technician actually used his fist to knock on the TV, and the TV actually came back to life. So for this little action, the housewife asked how much for the service, and then the technician actually said, oh, $100. So he clarified that everywhere and any place he will actually he actually would like to get a payment of $100, but here he will actually collect 99. So we have a disciple and a master, the guru. And he actually told the disciple was actually told that the master was actually getting old. So they actually look at the occupation of making a stew. So they look at working on iron.
你不是说还有一个口诀还没有传给我吗？然后他的师傅看，好了，就把最后一个口诀也传给你吧。
And he has been passing down different piece or different important methods to striking the iron. And then the disciple was actually seeking the last advice that the master hasn't passed on to him. And then the master actually shared that, oh, when the iron is hot, red hot, don't use your hand to touch it. But actually this advice was actually telling the disciple to be honest, and also stay by where you're at and what you're doing, and to avoid any form of greed.
必须要由师傅的口亲自讲，不像显教一样，显教的经典都有了，行者自己去看，自己去开悟，自己去领悟。行者念佛好了，自己去看经，自己去开悟，师傅不一定要教你。So
in every Dharma practice, there are important essences and keys which must be transmitted by one's root guru personally, unlike Sutrayana, where practitioners must study the Buddhist scriptures, try to comprehend and attain enlightenment all on their own. The practitioner actually recites the Buddha's name, studies the scriptures, and get enlightened on their own, as the guru may not necessarily teach you. So when Guru Padmasambhava actually rode on a precious horse and ascended to the sky, he said, only those who honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently shall attain enlightenment. So Sutrayana emphasizes diligent practice and prioritizes practical cultivation. So in Buddha Dharma, there are theoretical and practical Dharma practices, and theoretical refers to talking about Buddhist principles and teachings of the Buddha. Practical looks at practicing diligently. So Tantrana talks about practicing diligently. It leads to a direct connection sometimes. There are many people who are proficient in theoretical aspects, but without diligent practice, it is not right.
看了很多的经典，很有智慧，而且呢，他还成为这个那兰陀大学的那兰陀大学有4个门嘛，就是东南西北门，他就能够成为那兰陀大学北门的论师，就是守在北门，因为他辩论都是赢的所以他能够成为北门的论师就是这个原因。可是有一天。
So there was someone who actually became one of the top disciples or students of the Nalantuo University. So one day he actually met an old lady, an elderly. And the elderly asked him what he was doing, and then he said that he is looking at Buddhist scriptures. And the elderly asked if he actually understood the scripture that he was reading, and he said that yes, he completely understands. And the elderly actually said that if you can truly get the essence of the Buddhist scriptures. So he thought to himself that if he said yes, he understood, he can comprehend, the elderly would be happy. But the elder lady actually shook her head and thought that he was lying. So actually, the elderly could tell that while he could understand the meaning, but he 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 didn't get the true essence of the teachings in the Buddhist scriptures. So if you truly understand the essence of the Buddhist scriptures, so he actually asked the elderly lady who actually know and truly understands, and he actually said that it's her elder brother. And then after that he went, and this actually sparked his interest and curiosity in seeking for the Dharma, and he went ahead with that passage. And we move on to theory. So for example, Buddhist teachings will question how many disciples does Shakyamuni Buddha have, who is his eldest disciple, what are the names of the top 10 disciples, where was Shakyamuni Buddha born, where was the first time Shakyamuni Buddha preached the Dharma, what was the first Dharma that was being taught, what was the last Dharma being taught, or what does his prajna contain. Next, we look at practical. So in this field of theory, university professors, Buddhist PhDs are proficient, but what is their level of meditative consciousness that is being reached? They may not have, because this belongs to the practical aspect of practicing diligently. So have they verified absolute joy? Have they verified purified light? Have they verified emptiness? Which stage of bodhisattva have they verified? This aspect is not theoretical, but a part of practical practice. So Buddhism is divided into theory and practice, and Tantrana actually values practice. But that being said, theory should also be understood, and the principles should be known as well. First, there must be theory, and only after understanding the theory, then can one practice it. And this will allow you to progress really quickly. And like the disciples of True Buddha school, they cultivate the Dharma once daily, while the monastics actually cultivate the Dharma in the morning, midday, and at sunset, and even before bedtime. So for monastics, it's at least 3, usually 4. So practitioners need to prove Buddhist principles in a practical manner. So Tantrana is a sect that executes Buddhist principles, not just through research. The articles can be well written with the Buddhist principles outlined exquisitely. However, this is only theoretical, and the body is weak. So in practical sense, without cultivating one's chi, meridian, and bindus properly, one cannot prove the spiritual union of one's consciousness and universe. The energy of a practitioner's body must be integrated with the universe light and the flow of the Dharma in order to have an indestructible Dharma body. And this will actually strengthen the body, so it's really important. So in Tantrana, we have the Chi, Meridian, and also the Bindus. So Tantrana expounds about having an indestructible body, Dharma body. So in order to achieve that, the practitioner's Chi must be stable, meridian points must be unblocked, and the Bindus must transform to become wisdom and eventually enlightenment. one must see the purified light of one's Bindus integrating into the great light of the universe, and this requires diligent practice. So this has been taught before as a form of internal kind of a cultivation practice. So this is why the True Buddha School is a sect that practices diligently. The True Buddha Tantric Dharma is a practical Tantric Dharma that is not solely based on Buddhist principles. And now we have reached the second segment of the quiz, and we'll invite Dharma assistant Lian to conduct it.
平台里了吗？如果是都 OK， 大家可以准备好了，就可以开始了。
问题3。
And question 3. Tantrana is a sect of practical cultivation. What is the focus in practice? A. Study sutras. B. Recite mantras. C. Put into practice.
And
the answer is C. Put into practice. Question 4. If a practitioner does not respect one's root guru, what will the practitioner also not place emphasis on? A. Meditative stability. B. Dharma. C. Precepts. And the answer is B, which is to place not place emphasis on Dharma. And we have reached the end of today's quiz, and let's look at the final ranking board. Over in the Chinese language, we have coming in first, Lotus Guanting. And next we move on to the Indonesian language channel. We have Lotus Chun Yen. No one has participated yet over at the English channel, and we would like to hand the time back to Master Lian Yi to carry on with the lesson. Summary. So there are many important steps and levels in Tantrana Buddhism which must be transmitted down orally by one's root guru. So therefore, to honor the guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently are very important in Tantrana, which is also the approach and motto of True Buddha School. So the motto of True Buddha School is to honor the guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently. And before we end, we'd like to share another story. So this is on calling out the mountains. So one day, Muhammad was preaching in a valley with 40 of his disciples, and he said, as long as people have faith, that is the key to achieving anything. So as long as as long as people have faith, there's no plan that cannot be successful. And a disciple actually said to him, "Teacher, you have faith. So for the mountain over there, can you actually bring it over and let us stand at the top of the mountain?" And then Muhammad actually nodded to his disciples confidently, and he shouted at the mountain, "Mountain, come over." And this actually echoed in the valley and finally disappeared. The valley actually returned to tranquility. And everyone was just staring at the mountain. And Muhammad actually said, the mountain won't come over. Instead, let's go over to the mountain. And they begin to climb the mountain. And some after some effort, they arrived at the top of the mountain. So everyone who has listened to this story, what kind of views do we actually have? There are actually two key points. So the first part is what is in our mind, especially whatever that's in our mind is the key. Sorry, the first one is faith. So when we cultivate the Tantrayana and the Tantric Dharma, what should we have faith in? One is our root guru, the other one is our Dharma, and then the last one is in ourselves. So having faith is key to a lot of is key to achieving a lot of merits. So actually here some of the disciples talking about how their own karmic hindrances are really heavy. I have no form of spiritual connection. As long as you continue to put in the effort, continue to work hard, that day will come. So this kind of connection or feeling, it need not be seeing anything or hearing anything, but it could be that your mind expanding, broadening, and your wisdom being enhanced and increased. So your perspective on many things in life will actually change, and overall there's an improvement in your life. So it need not be so to have achieved a good level of cultivation, you need not actually be able to see something or hear something. As long as you no longer have you increasingly don't have any afflictions, any attachments, that's okay. So in this story, the mountain also represents the environment. So when we cannot change the environment, we must learn to adapt to it. So every day we will actually experience a lot of things. So the experiences in life, there are good ones, there are bad ones. So it doesn't mean when you're unhappy, then the challenges will not come to you, because the environment, it is as it is. So it's important for us to adapt to it and how to even turn things around. So when someone is unfriendly to you, it's very difficult to change one's mindset and also language and the things that they say. But the only thing that we can control and change is our own mind and perspectives on the matter, and how we can tolerate and embrace this. And the other one, yeah, so So these are the two takeaways from the story. One is on faith, and the other one is when we cannot change the environment, we learn to adapt to it. When we cannot change others, we must learn to change ourselves. And thank you, everyone. We would like to wish everyone a good health and also a lot of wisdom. Amitabha. Thank you, our lecturer, Master Lian Yi, for delivering today's lesson. I think everyone has gained significantly and greatly. Today's lesson, honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently, really is a very, very important lesson. It's something that we need to keep in our hearts. We look at firstly, our ancestral guru of Tantrana Buddhism, Guru Padmasambhava. He left behind 6 words when he left the Saha world, which is to say that the disciples of Tantrana would need to honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently. And what are the karmic hindrances of actually defaming our root Guru? Because this will actually be defaming all Tathagatas, all Tathagata Buddhas. So another point is that we should never cause any discomfort for our root Guru, both physically and mentally, because if you actually do so, even after repentance, these karmic hindrances would never be cleared. So in order for disciples who wish to have a spiritual accomplishment, should actually follow the precepts, and that include the 14 root tantric vows, and also the 50 stanzas to Guru devotion. And there are also many skills and many levels and techniques to Tantrana Buddhism and in our cultivation practice. And all this needs to be transmitted orally by our root Guru. And the last part is actually the importance of having faith. Having faith in root Guru, and also in the Dharma, and also in ourselves. So right now we have reached the Q&A segment. So if you have any questions or queries, you can actually unmute yourself to ask the question, or you can also type them down in the chat box. So far, no questions. We have one. So if there are disciples talking about Grandmaster's daily life, is this a part of shortcoming? So Master Lian actually says that if this actually serves as a form of encouragement, it is okay, but it cannot be any form of gossip. So for example, if it talks about like, their performance today and it has made Grandmaster happy, that's actually okay. But there shouldn't be anything that goes against the Dharma. So we should actually assess. But if the words are actually to praise and honor the root Guru, that's okay. But if there's any form of disrespect, then we should avoid at all costs.
错误的字体没问题。好的， 大家都没有问题了，对吧？那就太好了。哎，我好像收到一个私信，我看一下。
I think
OK，
we
没
have
有。
a
好，
personal
那大家
message.
都
Okay,
没有问题了，对
no
吧？那就太
questions.
好了。那我们今天的课程就真的结束了，真的。
And
好，那我们有请我
we
们
have
尊
reached
贵的
the
李安
end
上
of
师跟大家
today's
说再
lesson,
见。
and I'd like to invite Master Lin Yi to say goodbye to everyone. And let's actually put our palms together and actually thank Grandmaster for blessing today's lesson, for it to go smoothly. Our Honorable Chairman Master Chen Zhu, we would like to thank him. We would like to give our thanks to Education Director Master Lian Ha, our PR Director Master Lian Jia. Thank you, Master Lian Fei. Thank you, all Masters, Senior Reverends, Dharma Instructors, Dharma Assistants, our MC, our interpreters, our counselors, or fellow disciples. Good to have everyone grow together. Thank you, everyone. Amitabha. Thank you, Master Lian Yi. Thank you, Master Lian He. Thank you, Master Lian Jia. Thank you, our interpreters today. We have a DI, we have a DA, Mei Li, and we also have an English interpreter, Xing Rong. And we'd like to thank all back-end support. We thank you to everyone who have all Padma Kumaras who have joined us on Zoom and also on YouTube. And next week we will carry on with the lesson. Same time at 8 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
再见，谢谢新荣助教，谢谢李慧讲师，谢谢可明师姐，谢谢少梅师姐，谢谢彩虹助教，谢谢建新师兄，谢谢一菲讲师，谢谢龙英助教，谢谢老周师兄，谢谢莲霞助教，谢谢孙太师姐，谢谢莲根助教，谢谢一份师兄，谢谢大家，我们下个星期再见啦！
下周见，
记得在你们的乐力那边写起来，我们星期六的课程呢。
好的，
好，好听，
见，阿弥陀佛，再见，
好，考试拿文凭啊，拜拜，
拜拜。